So I'm at a party on Zoom, oddly enough. But I wanted to make sure that you got this tonight. So I guess just excuse the noise in the background. First, let me say this. I think you're amazing at describing spring. I love your spring. Um, it's like a beautiful field. So my first piece of feedback is just that. Um, get me a ticket to your spring. I love the apricot colors, the warm green, and the hot noise of beetle wings. The sweetness clings to ripening. Like I felt the magic of spring. It's a great draft. You know how details really anchor a piece and make it feel real? I was reading it in my living room in the big chair, and I had to go outside to soak it in. I saw your lizards darting, the magnolia flowers crocheted in the canopy foreground, and loquat fruit so abundant that their thin branches bend towards the ground. But while all this detail is phenomenal, it's great. I feel like I want more of you in this story. I don't know much about you as a character. So, like, first, I think there should be more of you in the story. Your humor, you have this wit that jumps over ideas like spores, and it's so easy to talk to you because you're reassuring, and I wanted to meet the person that wanted to be my friend because it wouldn't give up trying to take fabric out of a bicycle tire, and that we can have long conversations about the sexuality of horses even though we just met. I'm carried by every sparkling idea you have. I want to see the dark-haired fire starter that embodies spring. Fire starter. You spit out the bad and you go beyond it. And I think that's worth seeing more of here in a piece about spring. Your writing is so particular with these details that it begs for your personal voice. Now, the next thing is a brilliant transition. It's why the piece still holds up even without much characterization. Balance. You balance the buzz of frog choirs and cricket chimes. I think those are your words. With the droning imagery, mulberries star dot the cement and chickens eat the seeds, turning them into dirt. It's death. It's death everywhere in spring. The worms are eaten by little birds. You get the feeling that winter is a preservative and spring is a feast. So that unexpected change of dynamic that still keeps the brightness of it is just so compelling. And it reminds me of the literary definition of eternity. It isn't that you don't die, right? It isn't that sorrow doesn't happen, but it's that you can taste the strawberry and it tastes as if you've never eaten one before. It's wide eyed, open possibility. And spring is like this great magic trick, right? Winter disappears, but if it stopped there, it would be confusing and morbidly realistic, you know. But then there's spring, and the magician comes back, because that's the real trick. The real trick is coming back. So maybe it's okay without the character. It's not a plot where someone drags you along the road and tells you what to see. It's an open field and letting you wander. It's not history, but a cycle of possibility. Spring doesn't have to be this reproductive fertility, even. Why death is so great here, because your telling of death is this bright clearing for possibility. Elysian fields with teeth. It reminds me of this legendary tarot deck. Tarot oblique. And the card for death is a skeleton resting in a blooming cherry blossom tree. And that the earliest humans were found buried in fetal position. And you end on that image. And I like that you end on a humble image. In short, it's a great piece, and I want more of your voice. But what's new? Who doesn't? But good night. I love you. And I'll update you tomorrow on where I'm at with my story. And about the ginger beer, I'm excited. The bubbles are starting to fizz.